What's going on YouTube? Liam Chase here with the Daily Chase, coming to you with another trade update, and boy do I have some good news for you. Well, maybe not good news for me, hopefully good news for you, but just a little update. We actually had a flawless trading week. It's the first time I've actually done that in my very short career of about 2 months. We'll just go ahead and jump into the video, but real quick, if you like following along if you want to follow along my trading journey, or if you're in your own trading journey, feel free to follow and like this video for more content and updates, just so you know you're not alone. And let's get right into it here. So another great day. This was yesterday's close. This was today's. Oops. All right. So originally yesterday after hours when I marked it up, I was expecting the market, when I was marking it up, I expected the market to open up somewhere around here. However, when I woke up this morning and I checked the charts, it actually opened up here, which actually this red line, this resistance line, was actually already marked on my chart. So that was pretty cool. I think it was actually closer, probably like somewhere around here. But this red line was already on my chart, so that was pretty easy. And then this resistance, or support rather, just was drawn over from a couple days ago, so I just extended it out over here. And pretty simple. Look, I've been doing the trade like this the last, let's see. Yeah, basically the last couple of days. It topped, it bounced off, bounced down, and then I saw it have a false breakthrough, got in right here. It ended up going a little bit lower throughout the candle and closing a little bit lower, so maybe I should have waited, but hey, it was still a good entry regardless. So it had a false breakthrough, came back up. Now I was expecting it to go shoot back up like this right here, but obviously it didn't happen. It doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes it never happens like that. So it was a bit of a waiting game. I got up here pretty high, and then it came. I was actually in a meeting while it was hitting here, so that was kind of nice. I didn't have to think about it. I was in a meeting at work. So when I came back, I saw it was right here, and I wasn't really. I think it was actually closer to about right here. I was starting to rebound by the time I came out of my meeting, so I think it was more around right here, and I just rode it all the way up. I saw it get up to here. I was actually up about 70%. No, not 70%. About 60% when it was up here. I was considering selling, but I was already in profit. I was like, and it was almost like the last 30 minutes that it started rallying. Probably within the last 5-10 minutes that it got up to here. And so I actually ended up selling my my call within the last like 30 seconds of the market closing. So I ended up getting pretty much near where the market actually closes, where I got out. So it was a pretty simple, fundamental trade for me, I guess. I just saw the false breakthrough. Typically when it has a false breakthrough, it goes to the top of the region, to the zone, and it really broke out here. Plus you have this W forming, bing, bong. So typically when you have this W, it usually shoots back up. If I had more funds in my account, cleared funds, like I had 400 sitting in Robinhood, but I can't day trade on Robinhood anymore. I've already used all my day trades on the account. And then with Webull, I have a cash account, so I have to wait for funds to settle. And when I make a deposit into Webull, it can take 3 to 5 business days. So hopefully within the next week or two, within the next month, I can get about $1,000 into a single account. That way I can actually get multiple entries in multiple contracts within the same trade, because if I had, if I had my Robinhood funds into my Webull account, well, I probably would have bought another contract or two here, and I would have made probably, at this point, I probably would have made like 90, 80 to 100% if I was able to buy contracts down here. Because it's crazy, it's the thing with options, and when it comes to theta, you see, when I was up here, I was actually closer to 30. When I was in this area, my gains were at about 30%. Or actually, I want to say 30% or so. But it actually took me to about like right here basically when I was back at this region over here, I wasn't at 30% anymore. It was closer to like 15, 20. And I really took to like right here and this region for it to get back to 30, and then when it got up here is 70 and then 50. So if I was able to buy contracts here, it would have been worth 80 to 100% gain on those. But hey, there'll always be another trading day. But as you can see, another solid day. That actually makes 5 profit. That's a flawless week. Nothing but profit this week. And so that's exciting. Hopefully we can continue the momentum into next week. I just got an account open for my girlfriend so I can start trading on her Webull account, and so I can make multiple entries and multiple trades because, especially yesterday, I was considering getting there. I just got stuck. I got on a call, and I was actually thinking about buying a call on my Robinhood account and holding it overnight. But, that would be breaking one of my biggest rules right now, which is never holding overnight, because you never know where it's going to go. So even though I would have been right that time, it could have easily gone the other way, and I could have been into the negative. And, I was actually thinking about holding my call and then buying some puts on my Robinhood account and just letting it ride over the weekend. But if I'm going to break my rule about not holding overnight, and if I'm going to break that rule, I'm not going to do it for a whole weekend. So I was like, you know what? Let me not take that risk. Let me just lock in my profits, and then we'll see where we are at in the market on Monday. I'm still learning. There's still things I have to learn. So maybe eventually I'll get to the point where I feel comfortable holding overnight. We shall see. But let me show you my accounts. So today for the week, this was actually a $200 deposit that I got on Thursday. So we actually more than doubled this account. So it was a $200 deposit, and now we made over $268.68 on just the last 2 days. So about 88%, which is weird. Oh, I think it's because I have these 2 stocks that were given to me when I signed up for Webull that I have in my portfolio. So I think that affects it some way, somehow. So that 88% on this, and then on my Robinhood account I did about $76. Started off kind of slow because let's see, Monday I did 10%, Tuesday I did about 3%, and then Wednesday I did 10% again, and then these last 2 days I did over 60% yesterday, and I did about 30%, 35% today. And so with $600 total being deposited between the 2 accounts, between Robinhood, 400 in Robinhood, 200 in Webull, I ended up profiting, as you saw, $269 on Webull, $76 on Robinhood. That brings the total profits to $345, and that is a 57.5% profit on initial deposit this week alone. So like I said, hopefully when I get a larger single account, I can make these even bigger, because it was kind of confusing keeping track, because I added funds in the middle of the trading week, and then I started with a different account, so it's all over the place. But overall, solid week. That's a car payment, that's a couple bills, that's a car payment and some gas, depending on what kind of car you have. So that's really awesome, seeing something like this, and I can't wait to get a couple thousand, even getting my first 1,000, getting a couple thousand, and getting 10,000, which should be within the next couple of months. So that's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you next week. And I'll also going to be doing a video talking about what playing League of Legends how that has actually helped me with my trading. You'd be surprised. But hey, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.